My name is Anastasia Ioannou, and I am part of GrantXpert team, one of the partners in ELOQUENCE project, a Horizon Europe initiative building conversational AI that is safe, trustworthy, multilingual, and truly inclusive for all Europeans. Today, I will talk about a problem that almost every team building AI at scale eventually runs into, and that most teams don't see coming until it's already hurting them. We are going to talk about resilience, not resilience in the abstract sense, but in the very concrete engineering sense. What does it take to build artificial intelligence that actually works in the real world? That's the question at the heart of the ELOQUENCE project. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through how we are doing it. These four numbers tell a story. 73% of production AI failures trace back to data drift, 8 times more robustness with adversarial training, a 40% accuracy drop on noisy real-world inputs, and a 3-year average model lifecycle without retraining. Think about the last one. 3 years, your user base changes, your product changes, the language your users use changes, the word changes, and the model trained on a static snapshot from the day it launches just keeps quietly drifting. Here's the thing that catches most teams off guard. The model doesn't fail loudly. It doesn't crash. It just gets a little worse every week, a little less accurate, a little more confident about the wrong things. And by the time someone notices it, the damage is already done. The standard machine learning pipeline is built to optimize for benchmark performance, but benchmarks are curated, balanced, and sanitized. The real world is none of these things. So let's talk about what the real world ready system actually looks like. There are 3 main challenges. The first challenge is the data scarcity. Real human conversations, especially in emergency scenarios or multilingual settings, are messy, hard to collect, and scarce. The second challenge is bias. AI trained on unrepresentative data can fail dramatically for underrepresented communities. Some facial recognition systems, for instance, have error rates up to 34 times higher for certain groups. And the third challenge is brittleness. AI that performs perfectly in controlled tests can completely break when it encounters the unexpected. But real life is unpredictable, and AI must be too. ELOQUENCE is a Horizon Europe-funded project tackling these exact challenges. Our goal is to build large language models, conversational AI, that are safe, explainable, bias-controlled, and multilingual. Key industrial partners, alongside research institutions from across Europe, teamed up to research and develop innovative technologies for collaborative voice chatbots. But this is not just a technology project. It is built on European values: transparency, fairness, sustainability, and respect for human dignity. But theory is not enough. ELOQUENCE is being validated in 2 real-world pilots. The first one is emergency services, safety-critical calls centers where AI assists human operators in real time, handling distressed voice, multiple accents, and high-performance situations. Here, one mistake can cost a life, and AI must always defer to human judgment. The second pilot is a smart home assistant and conversational system for everyday use, supporting elderly and disabled users with information retrieval and fact-checking. Here, trust and accuracy are everything. Both pilots are generating the real-world data that makes ELOQUENCE more robust with every interaction. But how does ELOQUENCE build AI that can handle the real world? Through 4 core pillars. The first one is learning from limited data, adapting models efficiently without requiring massive datasets. The second one is bias detection and control, continuously monitoring outputs to ensure fair, equitable performance. The third one is the multilingual by design, supporting most EU languages as a core feature, not an afterthought. And last but not least, the human in the loop, ensuring that in critical situations, a human is always part of the decision. ELOQUENCE is also inclusive AI. And resilient AI is also inclusive AI. Eloquence actively seeks the voices of communities that are often left out of AI development. Women, persons of African descent, non-nationals, people with disabilities, elderly persons, and LGBTI individuals. We are conducting Europe-wide surveys to understand their concerns, their needs, and their perceptions of AI. And we are using that input to shape our models, because the goal is not AI that performs well on benchmarks. It is AI that earns the trust of every citizen. Let me bring this home. Resilience is a data strategy, not an architecture strategy, not a post-deployment monitoring strategy, though that matters too. It starts with how you think about data from day one: distribution awareness, feedback integration, structure redundancy. These three pillars don't require exotic techniques. They require a change in philosophy, treating messy, unfiltered, real-world data not as a problem to be cleaned away, but as a curriculum. The difficulty is the point. Imperfection is the teacher. The models that will still be useful in 3 years aren't the ones trained on the most pristine data. They are the ones built by teams humble enough to keep learning from the world. Building resilient AI means learning continuously from real data, from real people, from real mistakes. Eloquence is building that foundation for Europe, and you can be part of it. If you'd like to contribute, please take our short anonymous survey at the link on the screen. Your perspective directly shapes how AI will be developed and governed across Europe. Thank you so much.